I mean, so gonna be continuing what we had last time, then time, right? Okay, but anyways, I hope you still remember everything that we've learned last time. Yep, still remember? No? Do you remember what the numbers that you had last lesson? Okay, so perhaps that was how to say this one from 227. So, is it okay for you if I'm gonna be going through? Did you know me 2 weeks ago?
Okay.
Something like that, right? Okay, because anyways, this is just a practice, so let's do it. All right, so let me just have this part ready.
Okay.
Okay, so did you learn any new words last week? Did you learn any new words last week? Yes, I
Yes,
learned
I
some new
learned some
words
new words
last week.
last week.
Did you send any emails to your friends last month? Did you send any emails to your friends last month? Yes, I
Yes,
sent
I
some
sent some
emails to my
emails to
friends
my friends
last month.
last month.
Yep, did you know me 2 weeks ago? Did you know me 2 weeks ago? Yes, I knew
Yes,
you
I knew you
2 weeks
two
ago.
weeks ago.
Yep, did that picture hung on the wall last lesson? Did that picture hung on the wall last lesson? Yes, that picture
Yes, that
hung on the wall
picture hung on the wall
last lesson.
last lesson.
It was hang on the wall last lesson. This time hung on the wall last lesson. Hung on the
Hung
wall
on the wall last
last
lesson.
lesson. Did we read these books last week? Did we read these books last week? Yes, we
Yes,
read
we
these
read
books
these books
last week.
last week.
Last week. Last lesson. Again, that was the last person you met before coming to the school. Who was the last person you met before coming to the school? Who was that?
My daughter
Was the last
was
person
the
I met
last person I met
before coming to the
before
school.
coming to the school.
Yep. Did you feel cold last summer? Did you feel cold last summer? No, I didn't
No,
feel
I
cold
didn't feel cold
last summer.
last summer.
I felt hot.
I felt hot.
Yep. Did you hear me say good afternoon to you at the beginning of the lesson? Maybe last time. Yep. Did you hear me say good afternoon to you at the beginning of the lesson? Yes, I heard you
Did
say
you? Yes, I heard you say
good afternoon
good
to me
afternoon to me
at the beginning of the
at the
lesson.
beginning of the lesson.
I will repeat good afternoon. Okay, another. What did I hold in my hand last lesson? What did I hold in my hand last lesson? You held your
You
pen
held your pen
in your
in
hand
your
last lesson.
hand last lesson.
What did you bring with you to the lesson today? What did you bring with you to the lesson today? I brought my
I brought
books
my
with me
books with me
to the lesson
to the
today.
lesson today.
Yep. Did you go to the pub last month? Did you go to the pub last month? No, I
No,
didn't
I
go to the
didn't go
pub
to the pub
last month.
last month.
Who was the last month?
Month.
Yep. Who was the last person you shook hands with? Who was the last person you shook hands with? My daughter was
My
the last
daughter was the
person
last person
I shook hands
I
with.
shook hands with.
Yep. What did I say to you at the end of the last lesson? What did I say to you at the end of the last lesson? You said,
You
"See,
said,
see,
see you then.
see you then." To me, to me,
To me
at the end of the
at
last
the end of
lesson.
the lesson.
The last
Lesson.
lesson. Last
Last
lesson.
lesson.
Yeah, I did say goodbye. Okay, see you then. Okay, another. Yeah, did you think the last film you saw was a good one? Did you think the last film you saw was a good one? Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, I thought the
I
last
thought
film
the
I
last
saw
film I
I saw
saw
was a good one.
was good one.
A good one.
A good one.
Yep. Did you think English pronunciation was difficult when you first began studying English? Did you think English pronunciation was difficult when you first began studying English? Yes, I thought
Yes, I thought
English
English
pronunciation was difficult
pronunciation was
when I
difficult
first
when I
began
first began
studying
studying
English.
English.
Yep. Yeah, did your parents teach you to wash and dress when you were a child? Did your parents teach you to wash and dress when you were a child? Yes, my
Yes, my
parents
parents
taught me to
taught
wash
me to wash
and dress
and
when I was a
dress when I
child.
was a child.
Which is quicker, a bicycle or a motorbike? Which is quicker, a bicycle or a motorbike? A motorbike
A
is
motorbike is
quicker than a
quicker
bicycle.
than a bicycle.
Yep. What's a bike? What's a bike? A bike
A
is
bike is
either
either
a
a
bicycle or
bicycle or
a motorbike.
a motorbike.
Yep. So, did you make any mistakes in your last dictation? Did you make any mistakes in your last dictation? Yes, I
I
made some
didn't.
mistakes.
I made
Only example. Yes, I made some
I made some
mistakes
mistakes
in my last
in my
dictation.
last dictation.
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 Yeah. Do you ever mistake the word walk for work when you hear it? Do you ever mistake the word walk for work when you hear it? Yes, I
Yes, I
sometimes
sometimes
mistake the word
mistake
walk
the word walk
for work
for work
when you hear it.
when I hear it.
Yep. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? You're listening to something.
You're listening to something.
I am listening, but can I hear anything? I am listening, but can I hear anything? Yes, you can hear
Yes, you
something.
can hear something.
What can I hear? What can I hear? You can hear
You
the
can
truck.
hear the truck.
The truck, construction truck. Okay, another. Did you hear the news on the radio yesterday? Did you hear the news on the radio yesterday? Yes, no?
No.
I didn't hear
I
the
didn't
news
hear the news
on the radio
on the
yesterday.
radio yesterday.
So in Japan, how often do they give the news on the radio each day? But how often do they give the news on the radio each day? They give the news about.
They
They give
give
the
the news about
how many times?
many?
Twice, 3 times,
3
5 times?
times
On the radio
on
each
the
day.
radio each day.
And do you listen to the same radio station all the time? Do you listen to the same radio station all the time? Yes, no?
No?
No? I don't listen to the same radio station all the time.
All the time.
Yep, another. What about this one? So, do you ever feel ill? Do you ever feel ill? Yes, I sometimes feel ill. Yep, do you take medicine when you feel ill? Again, do you take medicine when you feel ill? Yes, I take medicine when I feel ill. Yep, when was the last time you felt ill? When was the last time you felt ill? The last time I felt ill was last month. Another. What's the opposite of ill? What's the opposite of ill? The opposite of ill
is well.
Yep. Another. Do people feel well when they have a cold? Do people feel well when they have a cold? No, people don't.
People don't
feel well when they have a cold. They feel
ill.
Yep. Are you thirsty at the moment? Are you thirsty at the moment? No. I'm not thirsty at the moment. Yep, Mia, what's your favorite drink apart from water when you feel very thirsty? What's your favorite drink apart from water when you feel very thirsty? My favorite drink apart from water when I feel very thirsty is
green tea.
Yep, green tea. Cool. Another say, what's your favorite television program? What's your favorite television program? My favorite television
program
is
News
7. Yay, I get it. Another. What's the opposite of the verb to buy? What's the opposite of the verb to buy? The opposite of the verb to buy is to sell. To sell. In what kind of shops do they generally sell umbrellas? In what kind of shops do they generally sell umbrellas? They generally sell umbrellas in clothes shops. Yep. Do they sell food in clothes shops? Do they sell food in clothes shops? No, they don't sell food.
They don't sell food
in clothes shops. They sell it in supermarkets. The Philippines, they do. Okay, another. Is there a supermarket in the center of that town? Is there a supermarket in the center of that town? Yes, no?
Yes.
There is a supermarket. There is a supermarket in the center of this town. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, another. What can we say instead of a lot of? What can we say instead of a lot of? We can say lots of instead of a lot of. If you have lots of work to do and a friend talks to you all the time, what do you tell him to do? If you have lots of work to do and a friend talks to you all the time, what do you tell him to do? If I have lots of work, if I have lots of work to do and a friend talks to me, all the time, I tell him to go away. Just another. Did you go away for your holidays last summer? Did you go away for your holidays last summer? Yes, no. No, I didn't go away. For my holidays last summer. Summer. Yep. Do you ever give any money away? Do you ever give any money away? Yes, I sometimes give some money away. Yep, another. Do you take this book home with you after the lesson? No, I don't take that book home with me. Away with me. After the lesson. Why not? Because it isn't mine. Yep. Does that country do business with foreign countries? Does that country, Japan, do business with foreign countries? Yes, this country does business with foreign countries. Yep, is Greece a rainy country? No, Greece isn't a rainy country. It's a sunny country. A sunny country. Is it a sunny day today in Japan? Is it a sunny day today? Yes, no?
Sunny day, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a sunny day today.
It's a sunny day today.
No, it isn't sunny day today. It's Tuesday, huh? Yeah, another. Was it a cloudy day yesterday? Yes, no?
No.
It wasn't a cloudy day.
It wasn't a cloudy
day yesterday. Yep. Do you think it'll be a rainy day tomorrow? Yes, no? No, I don't think it'll be a rainy day tomorrow. Yeah, do you think nature is always beautiful? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, I think nature is always beautiful. Yep. Another. What is the price of a meal in very cheap restaurant in the place where you live? What is the price of a meal in a very cheap restaurant in the place where you live? The price of
The
a meal
price of a meal
in a very
in
cheap
a very
restaurant
cheap restaurant
in the
in
place
the
where I
place
live
where I live
is about
is about
how much?
500 yen.
That's cool. Here is I think like 100 yen is okay. Another. Yeah, sometimes 20 yen. Very cheap. Yeah, is a bush higher than a tree? Is a bush higher than a tree? No, a bush
No, a
isn't.
bush isn't
Higher than a
higher than
tree.
a tree.
It's lower
It's
than a tree.
lower than a tree.
Yep. What does it mean if I say, Mio, that this book is worth £5? What does it mean if I say this book is worth £5? If you
If
say
you
that
say
book
that book
is worth
is
£5,
worth £5,
it means that
it means that
you can
you
sell it
can sell
for
it for
£5, or
£5 or
that it has a
that
value.
that
It has a
it
value.
has a value
Value of
£5.
£5. Yep. How much did your watch cost? How much did your watch cost? Make watch
My
cost about.
watch cost about
Watch cost about. How much? An example.
10,000 yen.
When did you buy it? When did you buy it? I bought it.
I bought it more than 5 years ago.
Yep. So that was 5 years ago, right? So about how much do you think it's worth now? About how much do you think it's worth now? I think it's worth
I
about.
think it's worth
It's worth
about
about how much
100 yen
now?
now.
Long gap. Another. Are your shoes worth as much now as they were when you bought them? Are your shoes worth as much now as they were when you bought them? No, my shoes
No, my
aren't
shoes aren't
worth as much
worth
now.
as much now.
Worth as
Worth
much now
as much now
as they
as
were
they were
when you bought them.
when I
Bought them.
bought them.
Yep, they're worth less
They're
now
worth less now
than they
than
were
they were
when I bought
when
them.
I bought
When I
them.
bought them. When I
When
bought
I
them.
bought them.
Yep. How much do you think this is worth? How much do you think this is worth? This is about selling though. I think that's worth about.
I think that
That's worth about.
that's worth about
How much?
how much?
My student said a while ago 300 yen. Only an example. 300 yen.
300 yen.
Yes, but I'm not sure. In the Philippines, it's very reasonable. Okay, what about this one? Do you think it's worth paying lots of money for clothes? Do you think it's worth paying lots of money for clothes? Yes, no? No,
No,
I don't
I
think
don't
it's
think
worth
it's worth
paying lots of
paying
money
lots of money
for
for
clothes.
clothes.
Yep. Do you think it's worth it studying the language of another country like this? Do you think it's worth it studying the language of another country? Yes, I think
Yes, I think
it's worth
it's worth
studying
studying
the language of
the
another
language
country.
in another
Of
country
another
of another
of another
country.
country. Yep. Do you think it's worth buying an umbrella if you live in a country where it only rains about once a month? Do you think it's worth buying an umbrella if you live in a country where it only rains about once a month? No, I don't
No, I
think
don't think
it's worth
it's
buying an
worth
umbrella
buying an umbrella
if I live in a
if I live
country
in a country
where it only
where
rains
wait only
where
rains
where
where it
it only
only
rains
rains
about once a month.
about once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month. Once
No
a
one.
month.
Once a month.
Once a month.
But the mama like is the one. What? And do you think it's worth taking an umbrella with you on a rainy day? Do you think it's worth taking an umbrella with you on a rainy day? Yes, I think
Yes, I think
it's worth
it's worth
taking
taking
an umbrella with
an
me
umbrella with me
on a rainy
on
day.
a rainy day.
Yep. What about this one? What are the three meanings of the word hard? What are the three meanings of the word hard? The three meanings
The
of
three meanings of
the word
the
hard
word
are
hard are
difficult,
difficult,
very much,
very
and
much, and
the opposite of
the
soft.
opposite of soft.
Yep. Is Chinese an easy language to learn? Is Chinese an easy language to learn? Yes, no.
No,
No, Chinese isn't
Chinese isn't
an easy
an easy
language to learn.
language to learn.
It's a hard
It's a
language
hard
too.
language to learn.
Yep. Is English grammar hard? Is English grammar hard? No, English grammar isn't.
Yes,
No,
English.
English grammar.
No,
No, no, no,
English.
no. English grammar isn't hard.
Grammar isn't hard.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Brainwash. Okay, another. Do you work very hard? Do you work very hard? Yes, no? Yes, I work very
I
hard.
work very hard.
Yes, I eat a lot. Different. Another. Do you think you generally work harder than your parents? Do you think you work, or you generally work harder than your parents? Yes, no?
Don't
No?
know.
No, I don't
I
think.
don't think.
I generally
I
work harder
generally
than
work harder than
my
my
parents.
parents.
I think
I
I work
think I work less than
less
less
than
than
my
my
parents.
parents.
Yep, let's move down here. Is your hand hard? Is your hand hard? No, my
No, my
hand
hand
isn't
isn't
hard.
hard.
It's
It's
soft.
soft.
I chose you because you say yes to me. Another, is the floor soft? Is the floor soft? No, the
No,
floor
the floor
isn't
isn't
soft.
soft.
It's
It's
hard.
hard.
Okay, let's move down here. Future tense. What's the future of I go? What's the future of I go? The future
The
of I
future
go
of I go
is I will
is
go.
I will go.
What's the future of you go? What's the future of you go? The future
The
of you
future
go
of you go
is you will
is you
go.
will go.
What's the complete future of the verb to go? What's the complete future of the verb to go? The complete
The
future
complete future
of the verb
of
to
the
go
verb to go
is I will
is
go,
I
you
will
will
go,
go,
you will go,
etc.
etc.
Yeah, what's the contraction of I will? What's the contraction of I will? The contraction
The
of I will
contraction of
of
I
I will
will
is I'll.
is I'll.
What's the contraction of you will? What's the contraction of you will? The
The
contraction of
contraction of
you will
you
is
will is
you.
you'll.
What are the contractions? This time complete one. What are the contractions of he will, she will, etc.? What are the contractions of he will, she will, etc.? The
The
contractions of
contractions of
he will, she
he
will,
will, she
etc.
will, etc.
She will,
She will,
etc.
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 Are he'll,
Are he'll,
she'll,
she'll,
etc.
etc.
He'll, she'll. Okay, another. What about this one? What's the opposite of 3 months ago? What's the opposite of 3 months ago? The
The
opposite of
opposite of
3 months ago
3 months
is
ago is
in 3 months' time.
in 3 month time.
Months' time.
Month's time.
Yep, will I be here next week? Will I be here next week? Yes, you'll be there
Yes, you'll be there
next week.
next week.
Yep. What time will I leave the classroom today? What time will I leave the classroom today? You leave the
You leave
classroom
the
at
classroom at
5 p.m.
5
today.
p.m. today.
Yep. Will you go home after lesson? Will you go home after the lesson? Yes, I'll go home. Yes, I'll go
Yes, I'll
home
go home
after the lesson.
after the lesson.
It's like, where am I going? I'm home. And then will you be? Where will you be in 6 months' time? Where will you be in 6 months' time? I'll be
I'll be here
where? In six
in
months' time.
6 month time.
6 months' time.
6 month time.
Months' time.
Month's time.
I'll be
I'll
here
be here
in 6 months'
in
time.
6 months time.
Will he be there next lesson? Will he be there next lesson? Yes, he'll be
Yes,
there
he'll be there
next
next
lesson.
lesson.
Neighborhood. Another. Will it rain next year? Will it rain next year? Yes, it'll
Yes,
rain
it'll rain
next year.
next year.
It'll rain.
It'll rain.
It'll
It'll
rain
rain
next
next
year.
year.
Yep. Another. Will we be here in 3 weeks' time? Will we be here in 3 weeks' time? Yes, we'll be
Yes,
here
we'll be here
in 3 weeks'
in
time.
3 weeks time.
3 weeks' time.
Hmm? Three
3 weeks' time.
weeks time.
Yeah, no moving. Okay. 3 weeks. Okay, another. Will they speak English during the next lesson? Will they speak English during the next lesson? Yes, they'll
Yes,
speak
they'll
English
speak English
during the
during
next
the
lesson.
next lesson.
Yep, what's the contraction of I will? What's the contraction of I will not? Yeah, I will not. The contraction of I will
The
not
contraction of I will not
is
is I
not
won't.
is I want.
I
Is I
won't.
want.
Is I want.
Yep, what's the contraction of you will not? What's the contraction of you will not? The
The
contraction of
contraction of you
you will
will
not
not
is
is you won't.
won't. Yep. What are the contractions of he will not, she will not, etc.? What are the contractions of he will not, she will not, etc.? The
The
contractions of
contractions of
he will not,
he
she will
will
not,
not, she will not,
etc. are
etc. are
he won't, she
he
won't,
won't, she won't,
etc.
etc.
Yep. Yeah, will I go home in 2 minutes time? Will I go home in 2 minutes time? No, you won't
No, you
go
won't
home
go home
in two
in
minutes
two
time.
minutes time.
You'll stay there.
You'll stay there.
Bet so. Again, another, will you be here in 100 years' time? Will you be here in 100 years' time? No, I won't
No,
be
I
here
won't be here
in 100
in
years'
a
time.
100 years time.
Only it hasn't. Okay, another one. So will he stay there after the lesson? Will he stay there after the lesson? No, he
No,
won't
he
stay
won't
there
stay there
after the
after
lesson.
the lesson.
He'll
He will
he'll go home.
go home.
Yep. Will we live for 1,000 years? Will we live for 1,000 years? No, we won't
No, he
live
won't live
for 1,000
for
years.
1,000 years. 1,000
1,000 years.
years.
Yep. All right. This time, will they agree to give you all the money they have in their pockets if you ask them? Huh? They get even. Will they agree to give you all the money they have in their pockets if you ask them? No, they won't agree
No, they won't agree
to give
to
me
give
all the
me
money they
all the
have
money they have
in their
in their
pockets
pockets
if I ask
if I
them.
ask them.
Yeah, they have no pockets too. Okay, another. So, what do we use the word shall instead of will? Again, when do we use shall instead of will? We use
We
shall
use shall
when we are
when we
making a
are making a
suggestion
suggestion
with the pronoun
with the
I
pronoun I,
or we
are we,
or we.
or we.
Yep, give me some examples. Give me some examples, please. Shall I open the
Shall
window?
I open the window?
Whoa. Shall I open
Shall
the
I
window?
open the window?
Shall we go to the cinema?
Shall we go to the cinema?
Yep, can we use shall to ask for a suggestion? Can we use shall to ask for a suggestion? Yes, we can use
Yes, we can
shall
use shall
to ask for
to
a
ask for
suggestion.
suggestion.
Give me some examples. So give me some examples. Is what shall I do?
What shall I do?
Where shall we go?
Where shall we go?
Yep. Is that building open to the public? Your house? Is that building open to the public? No, this building
No,
isn't.
this building
Isn't
open
open to the
to
public.
the public.
In Japan, about how many public holidays are there in your country each year? About how many public holidays are there in your country each year? There are
There are
about
about how many?
20, 21? Which one? Maybe 20? 20 public holidays
20 public holidays
in my
in
country
my
each year.
country each year.
Yes, comment down below if you have more. Okay, like add more, please. Okay, do you like speaking in public? Do you like speaking in public? Yes, no.
No,
No, I don't like
I don't
speaking in
like
public.
speaking in public.
Show me your book, please. Show me your book, please. Only example. Yep. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm showing
I'm
you
showing you
my book.
my book.
Yep. So keep your book, please. Okay. No looking. Okay. Okay. Another. Aha. Okay. Can you put it in from when the students really looking? Can you put it what? Okay, so close your book, everyone. So again, can you show me the way to the station from there? Can you show me the way to the station from there? Yes, I can show you the way.
Yes,
Yes, I can show you the way to the
to
station
the
from here.
station from here.
Yep, that's correct. Another. Do tigers kill other animals for food? Do tigers kill other animals for food? Yes, tigers
Yes,
kill
tigers kill
other animals
other
for food.
animals for food.
Yep. Do you like films in which lots of people get killed? Do you like films in which lots of people get killed? No, I don't
No,
like
I don't
films
like films
in which lots
in
of
which
people
lots of people
get killed.
get killed.
Yep. Are there many countries in the world which have a goodness the head of the government? Are there many countries in the world which have a goodness the head of the government? No, there aren't.
No, they aren't.
Many countries
Many
in the world
countries in the world
which have a
which have
queen
a queen
as the head
as
of
the head of
the government.
the government.
You're not queen. Okay, another. Me, what color is blood? What color is blood? Blood's red.
Blood's red.
Yep, another. When you're eating chocolate in a company, for example, in company, do you offer them round? When you're eating chocolates in company, do you offer them round? Yes, so when I'm
Yes,
eating
when I'm eating
chocolates
chocolates
in company,
in company,
I offer them round.
they offer them around.
I offer them
I
round.
offer them around.
Not around, round.
Round.
Like that. Very good. Okay, another. If I offer you £1,000,000, will you take it? If I offer you £1,000,000, will you take it?
Yay.
Yes, no. Yes,
Yes.
if you offer
If
me
you offer me
£1,000,000,
£1,000,000,
I'll
take
take it.
it. Yay,
Okay, just
thank
go to the
you.
bank. I'll take it to the bank. Okay. Another. So, what's the opposite of life? What's the opposite of life? The opposite
The
of life
opposite of life
is death.
is death.
Yep. Do you think life is more pleasant for children or adults? Do you think life is more pleasant for children or adults? I think
I
life
think
is
life is
more pleasant
more
for
pleasant for
which one?
adults
Children or adults? Adults than children.
than children.
They cannot complain, right? Again, another. So, do you think life is harder these days than it was in the past? Do you think life is harder these days than it was in the past? No, I don't think
No, I don't
life
think life
is harder
is
these days. Harder
harder than
these days
these days
than it was in the
than
past.
it was in the past.
I think it's
I
easier.
think it's easier.
Yep. In your country, what color do you use for death? In your country, what color do you use for death? In my
In my
country,
country,
we
we
use which
use
one?
what color?
Black, white, which one? Black
Black
for death.
for death.
Yep. Is death a pleasant subject to speak about? Is death a pleasant subject to speak about? No, death
No,
isn't
death isn't
a pleasant subject
subject
to speak about.
to speak about.
Yep. What do doctors suggest doing for healthy life? What do doctors suggest doing for healthy life? Doctors
Doctors
suggest
suggest
eating healthy
eating
food,
healthy food,
getting lots of fresh
get a
air,
lot of
lots of
lots of fresh
air,
air,
and
and
exercise for
exercise for
a healthy life.
a healthy life.
Yeah, so it's time to change doctor. No exercise. Okay, another. So where do you suggest she goes for a holiday next year? On an example, where do you suggest she goes for a holiday next year? I suggest she goes.
Suggest you go.
She goes
She
to where?
goes to where?
Where? Japan.
Okay.
Japan
Japan
for her
for
holiday
her
next
holiday
year.
next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Hey dude, you can go to Japan next year. Okay, another. So tomorrow I'll buy a new shirt, me. So what color do you suggest I buy? Tomorrow I'll buy a new shirt. What color do you suggest I buy? I suggest
I
you buy
suggest you buy
which one?
You
What
like
color?
green, right? So maybe green.
I'm green. Okay. What? Okay, so I think it's gonna be the last few questions that I'm going to ask you right now because we only have 15 seconds ahead, right? So I hope that you will still remember your lessons in the future. So thank you so much, me as usual, right? Have a good day. Bye bye. Oh, this time, goodbye.